let's have a little fun tonight with politics. 'Twas the night after Christmas, and all through our show, political pundits are stirring. Oh, the zingers they'll throw. After this wild political year, our pundits now join us with holiday jeers. Let's bring them in. Our dynamic duo, Marc and Ben. You like that, guys?
I liked it.
That. Well done.
I didn't write it. Our writers are very smart and they wrote it, but I liked it too. Let's begin with a game of who is naughty and who is nice in 2015. And Marc, I want to start with you. Which politician, which candidate gets a lump of coal in their stocking from you this year?
Oh, without a question, Donald Trump. He was so mean to everybody.
That's so unoriginal.
I mean, come on. You gave me the easiest job on earth. To give a lump of coal to somebody? I mean, Donald Trump. Even Republicans would give a lump of coal to Donald Trump. He was a terrible person.
You did steal who I was going to say, so right now I'm racking my brain of who should come in second.
Okay, well, so we're moving on then. Ben, we're moving on. Ben, to you. Who is like a holiday ornament? Eye-catching on the tree, but too fragile to make it all the way through.
Too fragile to make it all the way through. I got to say it's probably... Oh, gosh, I'm going to get in trouble for this one. Mike Huckabee, really nice guy. I really think he's fun. If people are around him, they always enjoy his company. He doesn't really throw bombs at people, and he's not going to make it to the end, unfortunately.
Marc, what do you think? Who's too fragile?
Totally Jeb Bush. Every time he gets on a debate stage next to Donald Trump, I think Trump's going to give him a noogie. I mean, he completely humiliates Jeb Bush every time. He's totally the guy that's too fragile to make it to the end.
All right, you guys are going to have to start naming some Democrats here because there are, two parties we're talking about here. Next question.
Like two Democrats. There's like two Democrats.
Marc, who is like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Unappreciated now, but could save the day for their party ahead?
I wish I could pick a Democrat for this, but I think it's Marco Rubio. I think Marco Rubio is the guy that right now is underappreciated. He's not Ted Cruz. He's not Donald Trump. He's not even Ben Carson. But he is somebody who's moving up in the polls. And at the end of the day, when people want a serious candidate who can win a general election, they may just find him as at the top of the ticket, or they may find him as a great VP person.
Ben, who's your Rudolph?
Chris Christie, no doubt. I think if he would have run 4 years ago, he would have been an amazing competitor against Obama. Some people think this maybe he missed his shot at it just with timing, but I think the more people look at him and how tough he is and how he understands the issues, I think he could be that guy that people are going, man, maybe I should have voted for him.
All right, Marc, who is like Frosty the Snowman, strong in December, but will melt away in the spring? And by December, I do not mean December on the East Coast where it is 60 degrees outside.
Fair enough. I'll go with my man Bernie Sanders. I love Bernie Sanders. I think he's smart. I think he's capable. I think he is the closest person to the political vision of me and many other progressives. But just like Ron Paul, for like the last 3 election cycles, the people who love him, the college students who swarm for him, when it comes time to pull that lever in the booth, I'm not so sure they'll want to do it. I think Bernie just may melt.
Ben, who's Frosty?
Oh, no, there's no doubt it is Bernie Sanders, the best second-place candidate we've ever seen. He had multiple opportunities to go after Hillary, never did it. He's like literally your favorite wingman because he's not going to challenge you, and he is going to melt away, and it's going to be this guy that we just talk about one day going, remember that Bernie Sanders? It's going to be like Dr. Rand Paul.
He trounces. This new Quinnipiac poll on Tuesday came out. He trounces Trump like 50%, more than 50% to 38%. So I don't know if you can count your chickens yet on that one. We'll see. Marc, to you, 1 year from now, who is going to celebrate Christmas while planning their first 100 days in the White House?
Oh, wow. It will be Hillary Rodham Clinton. Not because I want her to be, because I frankly don't, but I just can't see anyone else winning the Democratic nomination, and I don't see anyone on the Republican side of the aisle beating Hillary in a general election right now, unless something extraordinary happens.
Ben?
I'm going to say a guy by the name of Ted Cruz. I think everyone has underestimated him. I think he's going to come back strong. I think he would absolutely whoop up on Hillary during the debates if they go head-to-head, and I think he could easily be the shocker of the year that everyone was paying attention to Donald Trump when in reality he was getting things done.
Marc laughs, but wait, Marc laughs, but Ted Cruz, his favorability ratings are up like 22 points since September. He is resonating.
Donald Trump, they're huge.
You think Ted Cruz is going to be president of America?
Why are you laughing, Mark?
Because it's absurd.
I'm glad we have this on tape. A year from now, we're going to play this on, and we're going to see who's right and who's wrong.
You can play it every week for the next 4 years. But Ben, you're like the kid that wanted a pony for Christmas, and every December you were ticked off that you just got some socks. Wanting Ted Cruz because is like wanting a pony for Christmas. It ain't going to happen.
Do you know what I wish we had right now, guys? I wish we had Mark in, I think it was August, saying on this show that we wouldn't be talking about Donald Trump 90 days from now. We have that on tape, and we'll play that for you soon. Before I let you go, let's turn from, all of this to political football, the big game tonight. Mark, you are in Philadelphia tonight. No one is a fan of Washington there tonight. Your Philadelphia Eagles taking on Washington in a huge game. Prediction from both of you. Mark first.
Oh, this is easy. The Philadelphia Eagles have struggled all year, but at the end of the year, the Redskins will always redskin. And by that, I mean they're going to lose big when they're not supposed to.
Ben?
I am solely picking the Redskins just to give my good friend Marc Lamont Hill a little bit of crap. If you know, all he does is torment me all year long since Tony Romo has been out and the Cowboys have been losing. So all I'm saying is I am literally the nation's biggest fair-weather Redskins fan tonight for about 3.5 hours.
My team, guys, my Minnesota Vikings are having a decent year as well. Let's not forget about them, right?
Yeah, they're around. They're still around.
They got a better shot than Ted Cruz.
Hey, at least you've got your main quarterback still playing. That for me is just like amazing right now.
All right, Ben and Mark, thank you both. Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Happy New Year to you both.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.